Welcome to the Balanced Flux podcast. I'm Tenny McLeod, and these are my takes on cultivating mental health, enhancing personal productivity, thereby living a balanced life. I hope that you'll be inspired to expand the quality of your life and in turn, empower others along the way. Expect new episodes on Sundays at 1 p.m. UTC on major podcast apps and platforms. And remember that you can always get more information on the website at balancedflux.com. So join me now and every week on this inspiring and fulfilling journey through the Balanced Flux podcast. You know that saying, good things come to those who wait? Well, that's delayed gratification in a nutshell. Essentially, holding off on that instant hit of dopamine for something even better down the road. It's about resisting that second helping of dessert, saving up for that dream vacation instead of blowing it all on a shopping spree, or hitting the books rather than binge-watching that trending new drama series when you have an exam around the corner. It's like an internal tug-of-war between your want-it-now brain and your this-is-better-in-the-long-run brain. And realistically, sometimes that want-it-now brain is loud. Really loud. Whether it's an emotional outburst during a tense argument, that impulsive online purchase you know you'll regret, or choosing a night out partying over getting some much-needed rest, delayed gratification is about flexing that self-control muscle and making choices that your future self will thank you for. For example, imagine you're in the middle of a heated discussion, and your first instinct is to let loose with a fiery comeback. Now, with a bit of delayed gratification, you take a deep breath, cool down, and return to the conversation with a level-headed approach. Not only will you avoid adversely escalating things, but you'll also feel pretty good for staying composed under pressure. Or maybe you're eyeing that fancy new gadget that everyone's raving about. Sure, it'd be fun to have it right now, but by applying delayed gratification, you put that money towards your savings instead. That dream house or early retirement, now those are the things worth waiting for. And it's not just about huge life choices either. Even everyday things like choosing a healthful snack over a sugary treat, or spending an hour learning a new skill instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media, are all examples of delayed gratification in action. It's about making those little choices that add up to create a significantly large difference in the long run. But make no mistake, delayed gratification isn't about depriving yourself of all joy or not allowing yourself to indulge occasionally. The thing is, you must learn when to quit, especially when you begin to realize you're approaching that point of no return. Simply put, it's about finding the sweet spot between enjoying the present and setting yourself up for an even better future. Think of it like planting seeds today so you can reap the harvest tomorrow. Now, the cool thing about mastering delayed gratification is that it comes with some serious perks. You'll start to feel more in control of your emotions, be less likely to act on impulse, and become more resilient when the going gets tough. Think of facing a stressful situation and being able to respond calmly and thoughtfully instead of flying off the handle. That's the power of delayed gratification. And it doesn't stop there. As you get better at putting off instant pleasures for long-term gains, you'll start to see real progress towards your goals. Whether it's finishing that degree, starting your own business, or just becoming the very best version of yourself, delayed gratification will provide you with the focus and determination to make it happen. But perhaps the most amazing thing about delayed gratification is the sense of balance and harmony it brings to your life. See, when you're not constantly chasing quick fixes and instant highs, you'll start to appreciate the simpler things, build deeper relationships, and feel a greater sense of purpose. It's like trading in a roller coaster of fleeting delights for a scenic journey of lasting fulfillment. Of course, it's not always easy. Expect times when immediate rewards seem way too tempting or when old habits try to pull you back in. But hey, nobody's perfect, right? The key is to be patient with yourself, celebrate your wins, and learn from your slip-ups. So how do you actually get better at practicing delayed gratification? Well, there are a few tricks you can try. Visualizing the awesome things you'll achieve by holding off on that instant reward can be a great motivator. Also, practicing mindfulness, being present and aware of your thoughts and feelings, can help you notice those impulsive urges before they take over. And remember, you don't have to go from zero to hero overnight. Start with small challenges and build up your willpower gradually. Having said that, delayed gratification is about more than just willpower. It's about creating a life where you're in the driver's seat, making choices that align with your values and aspirations, and investing in your future self, one mindful decision at a time. So when you're faced with a choice between instant pleasure and long-term gain, take a moment to consider the bigger picture. Who knows, you might just surprise yourself with what you're really capable of. And that's a wrap for this week's episode of the Balanced Flux podcast. A new episode drops every Sunday at 1 p.m. UTC on major podcast apps and platforms. You can also listen to the podcast and extend your support through the website at balancedflux.com. This podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. Kindly seek the appropriate care and treatment from licensed professionals. Do join the community on social channels and send your messages there or via email. Either way, if this podcast sparks some form of inspiration, I'd be more than glad to hear from you. Thank you for sharing your time and mind space. Your presence and engagement truly make this journey even more fulfilling and rewarding. I'm Tenny McLeod, signing off for now, and until the next time, stay safe, best wishes, and keep striving to achieve your balanced flux.